So Bitcoin dominance is getting weaker. Altcoin market cap has broken one of the most important resistance line. Ethereum right now has reached the first price objective and also forming another bullish scenario parallelly. Bitcoin is clearly on its way to reach the price objective from this falling channel or bull flag, but will this trend continue further before choosing a trend direction, or has the market already topped out? We are going to talk about all of this in today's video, so please guys, please destroy that like button before I jump into the content, and for those individuals watching the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So let us start with this Bitcoin dominance chart, because on our previous videos when we were talking about the Bitcoin dominance, it was looking very strong. I mean, we were even above this key line of resistance around 47-48%, but now the dominance is finally getting some resistance, and if this dominance remain below 47-48%, at that time the altcoins could be slowly entering in this bullish phase, because this altcoin market cap has finally broken out of this falling trend line. Yes guys, this falling trend line was a very important line of resistance, but if we look at this carefully, now the altcoin market cap is clearly above it. So what we want the weekly market cap to remain around $650-655 billion range. So if we do remain above that range, then the next area where we could be hitting will be around $677-680 billion range, and even up to this horizontal trend line. Yes guys, this horizontal trend line around $900 billion is a very important line, which could be also attracting this market cap, because in the past price action we have found out whenever the altcoin market cap has broken out of this key line of resistance, I mean this falling trend line, we got attracted towards this horizontal trend line, and only after approaching on this horizontal trend line we started showing weakness. Even if you look at this past price action, you can see guys, here a very similar scenario unfolded. When the altcoin market cap broke out of this falling trend line, the long-term resistance line, we got attracted towards this horizontal trend line before showing bearishness. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here, in our case, we just broke out of this resistance line, right? This long-term resistance line. So in the medium short term, if we do manage to remain over this falling trend line, then we could be slowly getting attracted towards this horizontal trend line before facing some resistance or price retracement like this. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that right now, since the altcoin market cap has finally started to show bullishness, it is important to look at Ethereum price action before Bitcoin price action. So for Ethereum, what we have found out, the price of Ethereum is forming this so-called Adam and Eve chart pattern. Adam and Eve is continuation, a bullish continuation pattern, and since the neckline around $2,000 has already been broken, now this could be resulting in further impulsive movement if we manage to remain above this horizontal trend line or the neckline. Yes guys, this neckline is going to be acting as a support around $2,000. So if the price of Ethereum does show any sort of a weakness in the medium short term and gets attracted towards this key line of resistance, the previous temporary line, it could be again acting as a support around that area, and the price after that could continue further here to the upside, because according to this Adam and Eve chart pattern, our price objective is going to be somewhere in between 2,900 to 3,000 range. So this 2,900 3,000 range is definitely going to be looked as our upcoming target in a bigger frame, because this here is in a weekly time frame, but in a daily time frame we talked about this broadening top, where I pointed out in the medium short term the price of Ethereum could be heading towards this 2,100 2,200 range. The price objective from this broadening top is around 2,200 range. What we can also expect in the medium short term, after this kind of bullish movement, price to show some sort of a weakness, form another bull flag type of formation here, and then finally breaking it to the upside towards the final price objective from this broadening top, because in a smaller time frame our price objective has already been reached. Yes, we talked about this yesterday. I showed you guys the price has already broken the key line resistance. Now according to this ascending triangle, the price objective is going to be around 2,100 2,200. We came exactly at the 2,100 range, and now we are seeing some sort of a rejection. So in the medium short term, if the price does get rejection around that range and so some retracement, then please be careful. This could still be forming another bull flag type of formation, right? Like this, before breaking here to the upside. So for now, 2200 is going to remain as our upcoming price target, but in a bigger frame, you can see 2900, even around 3000 is going to be our upcoming target for Ethereum in a bigger time frame. And now guys, now let us switch into Bitcoin price action. So for Bitcoin, let's start with this most bullish scenario. I mean, according to this previous example, we found out in the past price action when the Bitcoin had a very similar downtrend, 364 days of downtrend, when we started forming this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, even broke the resistance from this 21 weekly exponential moving average. What happened after that? We got attracted towards this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line. Right, you can see we got attracted towards this 0.5.618 Fibonacci line before turning bearish. In our case, from this top of 2021 2022, we also had a very similar movement, 364 days of downtrend, finally started to form this higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, and price is also above this 21 weekly exponential moving average. So what we want the price of Bitcoin to do in the immediate short term, we just want the price to remain above 29,000. And if we do see further retracement, then 25,000 is one of the most important support line. And as long as we remain above that range, I am actually expecting the price of Bitcoin could also get attracted towards this most bullish target around 40,000 before finally showing weakness. Because if you look here to the downside, RSI in a weekly time frame is still below the overbought area. So what is this RSI pointing us? That the price of Bitcoin might have few more rooms here to the upside before slowly reversing, because the RSI could be also heading towards the oversold area. So what I want you guys to understand is that in the immediate short term, 29,000 is considered support. But if you do see bigger retracement, 25 is the most important support line. I mean 25,000. And as long as you remain over that range, any sort of a retracement should not be bothering us. And even according to this Wyckoff's reaccumulation phase, you can see if the price of Bitcoin does show some range bound, then this is what we were expecting, some retracement before breaking it to the upside. And now if you look at the price structure, it is showing a very similar scenario. So in the immediate short term, if the price does continues further here to the upside, then we have said 31,900, 32,000 is where we could be possibly hitting in the immediate short term, because that is the price objective from this bull flagger falling channel breakout target. I mean, if you look at this price structure after breaking out of this falling channel, we have clearly started this impulsiveness, and the price objective is going to be somewhere around 31,900 to 32,000 range before choosing a trend duration or before starting any sort of a corrective movement. So this is definitely going to be looked as our upcoming target, even if the price in the immediate short term shows some weakness. It doesn't necessarily mean we have to see a move like this, guys. We could be seeing further range bound, even some shakeout, but at the end price still getting attracted towards this 31,900 to 32,000 range, because we know this price range is also the price objective from this CPR indicator, a leading indicator which is indicating us 31,900 is on the table. I mean, this R1 line, the first monthly target for this month of April, is also lining around 31,900 to 32,000 range. So that's why we have said before price chooses a trend duration, this line is where we could be getting attracted first. And not just only that, even the price objective from this broadening top is pointing us 32,000, 33,000 could be on the table before, right, before price shows another movement here in this manner, a free fall towards this CPR line, because this here is a VCPR, and VCPR usually attracts the price before choosing a trend direction. So that's why we have to be a bit careful. And even according to this ascending channel, this is exactly what I showed you yesterday. You can see some retracement before continuing this uptrend, and price is doing pretty much similar. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here, in the immediate short term, it doesn't necessarily mean we have to see another bullish movement, right? More range bound could be also there, but slowly price getting attracted towards the price objective around 31,900, 32,000 range. And after reaching around that area, we have to be extremely careful, because there will be the resistance from this ascending channel, price objective from this broadening top, price objective from this CPR indicator for this month of April, and even the price objective from this bull flag. So let's be careful, but overall the market still looks bullish. Maybe for the weekend we could see some dump, but as long as we remain above key line of support, let us not worry. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please guys, please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.